I never thought moving into my dream home would turn into a battle with a power-hungry HOA. My property was a few acres of land just outside the neighborhood, technically not part of the HOA's jurisdiction, but that didn't stop their president, let's call her Karen, from trying to control me. At first, it was small things. She left letters in my mailbox demanding I paint my fence a community-approved color. Then, she ordered me to cut down a few trees, saying they blocked the view of her friend's backyard. I laughed it off because I knew my property wasn't under their control, but then came the hammer. Karen and her board issued me a fine and outrageous $1 million, claiming that my barn lowered property values. I nearly spit out my coffee when I read it. Who finds someone $1 million for a barn? It was laughable, except Karen threatened to place a lien on my property if I didn't pay. That's when I decided to fight back. I hired a lawyer to confirm what I already knew. My land wasn't legally part of their HOA. In fact, years ago, the developer specifically left my property out of their covenant agreements. Karen had no legal leg to stand on. But instead of backing off, she doubled down, sending threats, harassing phone calls, and even showing up at my driveway screaming about community rules. That's when I uncovered something even better. The HOA had been illegally extending its authority onto several other properties nearby. My lawyer and I gathered evidence and brought it to the county. Turns out, Karen's HOA had been overstepping for years, collecting dues from families who didn't even belong. The county stepped in, and the results were explosive. Not only was my $1 million fine thrown out instantly, but the HOA was stripped of its authority over several acres of land, including mine. Karen's face when the county official announced it at a meeting was priceless. She went from smug to speechless in seconds. With their power gone, many neighbors celebrated. Families who had been bullied for years were finally free. As for me, I built a tall new fence, painted it bright red just to remind Karen that her control ended at my property line. The $1 million fine was a joke. But the victory was real. Karen tried to crush me with her fake authority, and instead, I ended up evicting her entire HOA from my land completely. Asterisk for more interesting and heart-touching stories. Hit the subscribe button now.